My destination was 130 kilometres west of Thailand's capital, Bangkok. The province of Kanchanaburi is one of the greenest in Thailand and famous for its meandering rivers, the River Kwai with its large and small arms, known as Yai and Noi, and the Mae Klong. These waterways would carry me off on a monsoon adventure. Now, what nicer way to explore the jungle than to be floating along the Kwai Noi River like this? It's quite magnificent, and the only sound I can just pick up occasionally, a little bit of bird song, so I advise you to bring your Birds of Thailand book because you'll get wonderful opportunities to have a look at many, many different kinds of birds. During the rainy season between May and October, the rivers are fast-moving and action-packed. You'll see rafting tours and canoeists in the water and avid jungle trekkers on shore. Now, if you're going to explore the river, nothing nicer than to do it nice and early. At about 9 o'clock in the morning, the sun's not too high, lovely jungle in the background, and I'll tell you what, there's not a ripple on the water. It's absolutely gorgeous. The rain generally doesn't last all day, but expect daily showers and sultry weather. Each bend in the river offers a new surprise. My first stop was the Jungle House Resort, riverfront bungalows built from local bamboo and timber and surrounded by tropical gardens. Giant mango liana ladders hang from the trees and the resident roosters wake you up at dawn. From here I joined the Kwai Noi again to go exploring. I'd heard about the scores of limestone caves that can be found along the river shore. Some are clearly visible from the water, but others require a little bit of footwork. Now we're on our way up to Paisana Cave. The track's a little bit slippery, but I wouldn't worry too much about that because there's plenty of vines and even some bamboo to hold on the way up. Watch out for the mosquitoes and make sure you pack your hiking boots. Now this is the reward for a little trek through the jungle. And you'll be pleased to know that the last 100 metres of that walk is across a nice little plateau. And here it is, Paisana Cave, but let's go down and take a closer look. There are many conflicting stories and legends here from World War II, claiming that this cave was used by escaped prisoners. It's not far from the site of the notorious Japanese POW camps, and it would have been an ideal hideout. For me, the cool interior was a welcome relief from the steamy jungle heat. Our next stop took us back to the past, a former outpost of the ancient Khmer Empire that once ruled Cambodia and much of this region. This is Mung Sing Palace, a unique Khmer stone palace built in about the 12th or 13th century, and it's a unique rectangular structure with brick walls, moats and earthen embankments all around, and it was officially opened in 1987 by Her Royal Highness Princess Maha Shakri Sirantorn, and now under the responsibility of the Fine Arts Department. The early river traders who built the old cities would have enjoyed the scores of waterfalls that can be found in this province. Sai Yok is one of 7 major falls, and at most you can safely go swimming. You never know who you'll meet on the river, and our afternoon cruise met up with some fellow adventurers. I tell you, it's a great way to travel. We've just bumped into a group of Europeans who've enjoyed some time on the elephants this morning and just a leisurely cruise down the river on their raft in the afternoon. Enjoying it?
Yes, a lot.
It's a lovely way to travel. It's a simple way to travel, and it tips over a little bit and the water rushes from side to side, but I think the trick here is you've got to find the balance point, and that's pretty much down the centre of the raft, but the river's flowing quickly, and we've enjoyed about 5 or 7 kilometres in about 5 or 7 minutes. So we're going at a pretty good pace, aren't we?
Oh, very, very busy moment, yeah.
It's a lovely way to travel. Where are you from?
England.
Scotland.
Oh, great. So nice and warm over here for you.
Yeah. Too cold back home for me.
So what's it like, just an adventure like this? Tell us about it.
Well, it's far more interesting than having something organised for you, and it's just a bit better. It'd be a bit more adventure, a bit more exciting, rather than people deciding where you're going to go and what you're going to do every day.
Yeah.
Just take it as it goes. And
Great.
I'm having a great time.
You don't know what you're going to find around each river bend, do you?
No, not at all. No, everything's been totally different, every experience.
So you're from Australia? So you're enjoying the rafting?
Loving it.
Yeah.
Come all the way from Byron Bay to sit here on the raft, and it's really lovely. I love just being here.
It's quiet, peaceful. We feel like being so far from Bangkok and all this noise, crowded city. So it's really nice.
After skimming along in the heat of the day, we decided it was time to look for another cool cave. We climbed aboard a faster-moving long-tail boat and made our way to the magnificent Lauer cave. After a 150-step climb, your reward is a complex series of glistening chambers. You'll see plenty of bats and some stunning limestone formations. Then we made our way back to the train tracks that are the last remains of the notorious Thailand Burma Railway, built by Allied prisoners of war during World War II. Now this is certainly one of the most dramatic parts of the Burma-Thailand Railway. We've got the fast-flowing river below, the Jungle House Resort just on the other side of the bank, and these amazing sheer cliffs on one side. But what we've come to explore is a little cave called Kaisao.